Here is Walt on the toll-free in Linden, New Jersey. Hi, Walt. How are you?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, Walt. Thanks for calling. What's on your mind tonight?
Well, I just wanted to call to talk to Drew, and first I have a question for you.
Okay.
Tom, we both worked in radio early in our years.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever been called upon in your earlier years to do a football broadcast of a local game?
No.
No?
No, I was never asked to do play-by-play sports.
Oh, okay. Okay, here's my question for Drew.
Well, why would you ask me that and then just say, here's my question for Drew?
Well, because when you work in local radio, you know you hold many hats and you do everything else.
Oh, I understand. I mean, I did news, I did disc jockey, but I never did play-by-play because our station didn't carry any sports.
Oh, okay. But
now here's your question for Drew.
Okay, here's my... Drew, what was your worst experience in a comedy club?
Oh, in a comedy club?
Yeah, like a bad venue or a stiff crowd or something like that.
Doing stand-up in general. I remember doing it was snowing in Chicago one time, and I was booked in a club, and they had 7 people. And they wanted me to go up, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell them. I might as well take them out to dinner. Two jokes. The worst experience I ever had doing stand-up, this was after I did The Tonight Show and my Showtime special and everything. I mean, I was really accomplished, you know.
And well-known.
Well-known, and I got hired to do this corporate gig, and I won't say which because it wasn't their fault. And
but when you say a corporate gig, that's a private party.
Private party was a Christmas party for a big corporation, and they were having their end-of-the-year party with all the CEOs.
Got a great idea. Let's get Drew Carey. This guy will kill you.
Right. So I usually have my management people ask whether they want the regular nightclub act or they want it cleaned up.
Okay.
And if it's cleaned up, I usually do 30 minutes. I have to take all the dirty stuff out. If they want the regular act, I do like 45. So this was booked for 30. I assumed I was going to do, or 45 they wanted, so I assumed I was going to do my regular
act. Right.
And nobody told me other different. And when I get there, the woman picks me at the airport. I go, do you want me to do my regular act? You sure about this? And she goes, oh, yeah, we're all
full
adults.
Monty, right. Yeah.
We're all adults here. We're used to the language. We're all looking forward to seeing you, da-da-da-da-da. So I get there, and the crowd, it's like the stiffest bunch of people you ever saw in your life. They're all, and all the, like, heads of the company all have, like, red jackets. That's how you can tell who the people in charge were. It's like one of those where they're all in their special clothes, and they're sitting there like a bunch of stiffs, and I'm like, oh, man, he's sure? Oh, yeah.
Let her rip.
All the guys drowning. So I get up there, and I go, hi, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I get to like my 3rd F word. 5 minutes into the act. And I'm not doing that great anyway, you know, because they're so stiff. But I'm trying to, like, maybe if I spice it up a little bit. Yeah. All of a sudden, this older guy comes from the crowd, and he goes like this, and I lean down, and he grabs me by my mic hand, and he goes, I'm the chairman of the board. So you clean up your act, you're out of here.
Oh, really?
And then he walked back to his table, and I'm like, uh-oh. So you know, what I do is I apologize to the crowd. I said, I'm really sorry. There was a mix-up, and I explained to him just like I explained to you. And then I tried to do it again, and I just couldn't remember my act then. And I was a total blank, and I was really embarrassed. And
Did you take the money?
No.
You're kidding.
No, I told him. I kept the deposit. And I told him, I said, listen, just keep the money, pretend you never saw me. Got off stage, grabbed my coat, and I literally ran.
Let me out of here, right? Yeah. Okay, Walt, thanks for calling. You sparked a great story.
Okay, thank you, Tom.
All right, bye-bye now.
Good night.
Okay. You were going to tell a story before the break, I said.
Oh, yeah, by my Super Bite in New Orleans. This is how wild, I mean,
and
this is nothing compared to Mardi Gras, what people tell me. I can't wait for Mardi Gras. So I got this story in my book and stuff. This woman was next to me in the balcony at this bar in New Orleans. And I thought the bar was kind of a, you know, a hellhole until I saw the other bars. It kind of turned out to be quite nice. And usually in New Orleans, when you have these big mob scenes in the street, people are packed in like sardines, and get these beads. They're worth like a nickel a piece, or plastic beads, and you ask women to bare their breasts, or women ask men to whip out their genitals, and they do, as long as they get some beads.
Really?
That's how you pay for the service, is you throw beads at them.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like illegal. I know.
Who knew?
Try that anywhere else in America. So people are in the balcony, like it goes back and forth, they yell in the street, show me your breasts, and they do, and you throw them beads, and they yell to the people on the balcony, show us your whatever sexual organ, and they do. So this woman next to me wasn't showing anything, and the crowd was yelling at her, and she goes, oh, I couldn't possibly. I go, and because there was a woman over here showing everything. And I go, I was really drunk, and I go, why not? She goes, oh, somebody's going to see me and find out I'm on vacation, I'm in college. And I go, nobody's going to find out. You got 1,000 strangers down there. I went on for like 5 minutes about how they're going to forget her face, and they're just going to do it and cheer. That'll be the end of it. She'll have a story to tell. She'll get that big thrill. One time in her life to do something like that and get away with it without anybody knowing about it.
Right.
And she goes, I don't know. And I go, look, I got tired of trying to convince her. So look, I'll give you $100. And she goes, all right. And she, like a long story short, she goes, really, $100? I go, yeah, you have to do it. It goes, okay. So she goes, hee hee. And she takes off her top really quick. And about a week later, somebody filmed it. We were on hard copy.
Ta-da!
Yeah. And the best part was, I guess, well, no, it was the best part of the worst part. I mean, I had a good laugh out of it. And, the woman's, remember that Honda commercial where the guy's walking through the offices
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
say,
yeah.
hey, saw your daughter on hard copy. Well, the guy, her father found out before she did and called her up and told her, like, all her friends saw it and she didn't see it. You were on hard copy, blah, blah. And it's me in slow motion, handing her the money, her in slow motion, you know. So, hey, I told the story about, you know, put in my book, best $100 I ever spent. Yeah.
Have fun at the awards on Monday night, and thanks for coming by. It's always a joy to see you.
Thank you very
You're
much.
one of our favorite people, and I appreciate you giving us your time.
Thanks. Watch for that accordion number. You're gonna
Okay,
love it.
Lady of Spain, along with Dick Contino. Drew Carey can be seen, as I say, on the award show on ABC on Monday and on the Drew Carey Show, which you already know about. Next, Laurie Levinson and Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. after these announcements. Thanks. Don't forget, Monday night, Late Late Show begins our week.